Okay. All right, today we're gonna go over picks and screens. All right, very hard concept for to teach and go over, but we spend a lot of time on it at the college level, so we want to start them young at this age as well. So the easiest way I find to coach it is to have 3 cones out, okay? And again, to set a legal pick, you need to make sure that the defender can see the picker when she turns. So the red cone right there is the defender. This cone is where is given enough space for Molly to go set the pick. So Maddie has it in her right hand. She's going to take 2 steps over. By that time, Molly should be at that cone standing still, and then Maddie is going to run off of her left shoulder tight and hopefully go to goal. Okay, so we'll go over going to goal and what it looks like all together. But again, setting a pick, you have to give space and you have to have your feet planted. So it's a timing thing. So Molly has to make sure she gets up there. Maddie takes those 2 steps over to her right, and then she runs off of her left shoulder. Okay, again, just make sure that if the defender, we don't have a third person, so we just want to make sure that you get in the way of that defender, but you can't go right on top of her. So Maddie, be the defender, and then Molly, go set an illegal pick on Maddie. So Molly cannot go like that to her. She has to back up and be at least a half a stick length to a stick length away from her. Okay, so that gives Maddie enough time to see the pick and then either go around it or go above it. Okay, so again, let's go, we'll go at full speed now. So Maddie goes 2 steps to her right to get her defender to not look at Molly, and then she runs right off of her shoulder. Okay, so again, take your defender away and then run off the pick. So let's run it live and then end with a shot. So Maddie has the ball, takes a couple steps, runs off, and shot. Okay.
What now?
So after you set a pick, you should always roll to the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is Molly, put it in, even though your hand's in a sling, put it in your hand. That's it. Okay, so she's gonna go up and set the pick. Maddie's gonna come off of it. Molly's gonna roll to the goal with her right hand up like that, and then Maddie can pass it to her and rip it. Okay, so Maddie's gonna have to run off of the pick over and give herself space to make that pass. So we call this a pick and roll. So she's gonna take a couple steps to her left, come up, set the pick, roll to the goal, and finish. Okay, so let's do that again.
Oh, you weren't recording?
No, I was. Okay, so again, Maddie has to get her defender to look over here. So she wants to go over that way, come off of it hard, roll. That's okay. All right, so again, that's a pick and roll. Okay, so let's start it with Molly having the ball, and she's gonna pass up and pick up to you.
Wait, pass up.
And pick up. So Mal, come down here. And then just do the same thing. So run to that orange cone. So she's gonna pass and pick up and roll. Shot. Okay, so pass up, pick up, pass and pick and roll. And then another thing we can do is you can set a screen. Okay, so a screen is different than a pick. So pass the ball up to Mad. So a screen is Molly is going to get to that orange cone and never stop. And she's never going to stop.
Oh.
So she's just going to run through and hopefully get in the way of that defender. Okay, so she has to kind of look towards the goal as she's running up. She just wants to kind of get in the way, okay, and have Maddie kind of run off of her shoulder on the move. So go ahead. That way, and again, that's it. Okay, so again, difference between a pick and a screen. The screen is a moving okay? But you cannot seek out the defender. So you have to keep you can't like go up and try to find her. Okay, so let's screen again. So go ahead, run it. And then Molly, you want to open up? That's it. Okay, so we can screen and roll too. And a lot of times the defenders will hit each other, and that's what we want to look for. Okay. One more time, screen and roll, and hit her this time. Go ahead. Screen it, roll it. Nice.
All right.
Okay, so now that was for like a midfielder. And again, if you have a lefty, you would have just done it to the opposite side. So now we know that Maddie is a lefty. So we're gonna work on pass down, pick down. So Molly's gonna pass it down to her. Pass it. And then again, Maddie's defender is the green. The cone that Molly wants to get to is the red. And then Maddie runs off of that and gets a shot off, okay? So we'll look at it again. So again, it's pass down, pick down, righty passing down to a lefty, get to that cone. That's it. And then you still want to roll to the goal. Okay. All right. Let's do it one more time. That looked good.
Can Molly roll?
Yep, she's gonna roll, but you don't hit. You like fake that you're gonna hit her. Okay. So it's again balls up top with like let's say a midi, pass down. That's okay. Now go set it. Set, roll, fake. Nice. Okay. Now we're gonna screen it. Okay. So Molly was set. And now she's going to be moving. Okay, so the rule is if you're early, pick it. If you're late, slip it. Okay, so that means if you get to the pick spot late, you must slip it so you don't get called for a moving pick. All right, so if you're early, pick it. If you're late, slip it. All right, so here goes a pass down, a screen down, and then a shot. Okay, so again, Molly's not seeking out the defender. She's just trying to get in the way. All right.